Hey Angel, how you doing? Just waiting for some people to come on in. Hey Kane, how you doing? Hi Machi, how are you? We're gonna be starting shortly. Just waiting for April to finish up and come on over. Hey Bella Pooh, here go the link. Hey Carolyn, how you doing, Pooh? Oh, there go my sis.
Hey again.
Hey,
All right.
yes, Deja. There go my sis. Ooh,
Hey.
hey.
Okay, let me turn this down.
Oh, that's you. I thought that was me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go.
Hey guys.
Hello, hello.
Hi, you can talk your way to a healthy relationship. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Angel.
Yeah,
Hey, Kane. Hey, Michi. Hey, Carolyn E. Hey, you can talk your way through healthy. Oh, wow.
Healthy relationship.
Hey, Asia
I
TV.
like that.
Me too.
Hey, Sherry. And hey, Bree Bree. How are you guys doing today? Thank you guys for coming in. Today, guys, is another title of domestic violence. Hey,
Um,
Nikki Antoinette. How are you doing?
so we do have a change up. Didn't have time to alert my two partners here, but our panel, the person who was going to come and speak, this is how serious the situation is. This is still it still affects her emotionally, and so she thought she was ready, but she's not. And I told her that it's quite all right.
It is.
That she never has to apologize. It's whenever she's ready, and if she's never ready, that's fine too.
Exactly.
I would never pressure anybody to come up here because it's not an easy thing. For a lot of people, speaking about it and getting it out their chest, you know, it helps them. But some people are not ready, and you have to respect that.
Absolutely.
And so I was on the phone, I mean, on here texting with her, just to let her know it's okay.
Mhm.
You don't have to come up. So we
Yeah.
don't have anyone to speak today, but we still wanted to talk briefly about um domestic violence as a whole and how serious this situation is. Bella's going to say a few words right now in regards to a situation that happened that recently came to light yesterday to all of us. So, Bella, I'm going to let you talk. Go ahead.
Okay. So, as you all know, if you were joining us last week when we talked about domestic violence, we started off our program and we ended our program with a moment of silence for our fellow YouTuber, Simply Lola. We learned yesterday, as did many of you, that in fact, Simply Lola is alive. So she is not passed on. She did a live yesterday and somewhat told her story. So I wanted to first say, while we are elated and surprised to learn that Simply Lola is alive, we had no prior knowledge of this before we watched the live along with a lot of you all yesterday. We continue to pray for her and we wish her the best as she continues on her journey. And as all of our fellow YouTubers and all of the people who have joined us, we wish you well. Should you ever want to talk to us, we are there. And know that you don't have to say your story, but if you want to, we are here to listen and we are here to help you if you need it.
Yes. And prayers do go out because this right
Absolutely.
now, people are hacking pages and just doing all kind of things. And I really feel like whoever this that hacked her page, the troll or whatever, y'all taking this thing too far. This is too
Mhm.
much. People were really affected by this. It told me all up. I was messed up for a couple of days because I thought she was gone. And so, and I let she's had an overwhelming amount of support on her page. Like, we're just happy that she's alive. I
Absolutely.
told her, I'm so happy to see your face and hear your voice. You have no idea. Then and that's it. But these people who are hacking pages and yeah, it come on, that's too much. That is too much. And to go to those kind of links to make somebody believe that she was gone, like it's crazy to me.
We I know there. I really don't know anything about the people that's in here. So we're still going to talk a little bit about domestic violence. And although we don't have a guest, we're still going to, carry on. Guys, this, like I said earlier, well, I'll say it over here because it's different. We don't know each other outside YouTube. When I cut this off, you don't know what goes on behind that. So for how many people we got in here? For everyone that's in here, always know that we're here, that we don't try to get into your business or nothing like that. We're just here to listen. If you feel like you want to come over to talk, that's fine. But guys, domestic violence is real. There are so many people that's dealing with it, but they're hiding it, or they're ashamed because they feel like it's their fault. And they want to reach out, but they can't reach out. I don't know if it's Instagram or Twitter, but it breaks my heart. It's Instagram. It breaks my heart when I'm sitting there watching and this girl comes on and she calls 911 and 911 says, I want to order a pizza. And 911, hey Night Bright, thank you for coming in, love. This is her first time here.
Welcome.
But the girl says, I want two pepperoni pizzas. And the lady says, this is 911. Do you realize you're calling 911? And she says, yes. I would like two pepperoni pizzas with extra pepperoni on one. And the lady say, is your attacker there with you? And she says, yes. So then she goes on, she gives the address, and the girl says, the man walks in, and the girl says, I'll leave the porch light on. You're coming, right? And the lady says, the cops are on the way. But when you look at her face, guys, she's all beat up. So, guys, it's real. And if you feel like you can't talk to anyone or you can't do anything, you can always text, say space of love. You can email us. You can do whatever.
We want to give you a code that will help you in case April had to step off for a moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say the code. If you DM us,
yes, and we'll give you the
don't put
code.
no code in here in the chat.
We'll give you the code.
Yeah, and we'll give you the code if you need some help. DM us on Safe Space of Love, and then we can discuss. We can do the codes there because I don't want to put that in the chat because you don't know who's listening, who's watching.
Correct.
But this thing is real. I didn't mean to cut you off, Bella. I just didn't want nobody to start putting a code in the chat.
Right. But I also want you to know that we have resources, and I'm going to jump down in a few minutes to put that resource into the chat so that if you need to call anyone, it's there. You can make it a part of your emergency contacts that's separate and apart from your regular contact list so that
April says she's doing it.
Okay, good. So that the person who may be harming you does not have access to that information. But it's important that you understand that your life means more than any material things, anything that you may have going on. Yes, if that person is your primary breadwinner, you may feel like you don't have that resource to go and leave because that person controls your financial well-being. But understand, if you're gone, you no longer have a well-being. You need to take care of yourself first. I always go back to the airline and how they say you always have to put your mask on first before you take care of someone else. That's because if you don't take care of you first, you can't take care of that other person. And that goes for life as well. If you don't take care of yourself and get yourself out of that situation, you can't protect your loved ones, you can't protect your children, you can't protect anyone if you don't protect yourself first. It's a big step. April, are you back? I thought I heard her come back. It's an important step, but it's a necessary step. Okay. Did you want to say something, Nikki?
Yeah, just, I know all of this is easier said than done. We don't know the type of person that you dealing with. I will say this. Get out as soon as you safely can. As soon as you safely can.
Yes.
And if it means you got to leave everything behind, leave everything behind. Sometimes it may be a situation where you can only escape with the clothes on your back. Do that. At least you'll still have your life. Sometimes you can't, sometimes you can't even worry about packing a bag or whatever the situation is. Everybody's situation is different. Just get out. If you got to leave with nothing but the shoes on your feet and the clothes on your back, do it. At least you will still have your life.
Exactly.
Right. You can always rebuild. You can always rebuild. You can always come back from that. You can't come back once you're gone.
Exactly. And just know the resources that we dropped in the chat and the resources that we will have in the description box, they have safety procedures. So if you are using, let's say, your computer, they can share with you how to scrub your computer so that does not appear in your search engine, so that the person who is abusing you will not have access to that information that you just researched. So they can help you through that. They also help you with an escape plan. They help you plan it. They help you with how to execute it, and they give you those tools so that you can be ready. Because in the moment when things are happening,
Hold on.
okay.
Deja, baby. Yes, sometimes they're scared. You know, we have to, and I don't know if you're sending us codes or what, but this happened to us before with people putting stuff down like that and we ignored it. But yeah, sometimes they are scared, Deja, but you have to, especially if you got kids, you have to protect your kids. It is a scary moment. It is something that it takes a lot. And it's not just women, guys. Men get abused too. So it's not just women. It's
Mhm.
men and women. They stay for the comfort zone. Like they feel like they can't go anywhere. They can't do this. I can't live without him. I can't do that. It's hard to start over. But you always got to remember your life is precious. Your life means something. And if you got kids, your kids are special. Your kids need you. There's nothing like a mama. Nothing. You can have a dad, but I don't know what it is about moms, but my mom's gone. And God knows I miss her daily. I miss her all the time. I didn't mean to cut you off, Bella, but when I saw David's comment saying yes, but sometimes you may be too scared, I had to address that right then.
No, we should. Absolutely. But the thing about being scared is you can't lock yourself into that fear, because then you won't be able to do anything because you'll be too paralyzed with fear. And when you're going through that moment, what I was saying is it's harder when you're going through that moment to make a plan, to execute that plan. So you have to do it in moments of clarity, so that when that moment comes that you have to do it, it's all like second nature to you. I know with kids involved, it's hard. It's hard to make that choice. It really is. I know that. But I don't know if you all heard the story that I was saying last week. But my good friend had a teenage son that was in the house when her husband, that was supposed to love and care for her, shot her multiple times and shot her in the head and killed her in the house with his son and her son sleeping in the next room. Now they have to live with the fact that their mother is gone, and they could have called the cops beforehand and maybe stopped it. You don't want your kids to have to go through that.
You don't. You don't want your kid to get used to that. And that's probably why they didn't call initially.
Because they're so used to that happening, and they didn't think that it was going to escalate to that level until it did.
Until it did.
And you don't want it to get there. I mean, I understand what some of the comments. It is hard, guys, but to people that's out there that's been in domestic violence, going through domestic violence, always remember your life means something. If that person is doing it, if they did it once, 9 times out of 10, they'll do it again. If they do it twice, maybe get out. I found myself in a moment. enough like Jennifer Lopez in the movie. That was my breaking point. Deja, um, baby, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no, I think she got out. So you talking about in the movie? I know what movie she's talking
Yeah,
about. She talking about Enough. That's
enough.
the name of the movie.
But it's Deja, are you saying you was going through that like Jennifer Lopez? Or are you just referring to the movie? You got me concerned, baby girl.
She says she found herself in a moment of enough, like Jennifer Lopez in the movie, and that was her breaking point. And it's times where I still feel like, what if?
Oh, like what if I stayed?
Okay, see,
Mhm.
that's where I was confused. So you're saying, what if you stayed? Because I'm thinking like she's still in it and she's trying.
Mhm.
And look, I was finna say, Foodie, you in Richmond. We got to get the police to find Deja.
Right?
Right.
Look, Deja don't have me coming to Virginia. You know this stuff going on. I come there and be like, doggone Bonnie and Clyde.
Who you telling? Who
Go
you
look,
telling?
Foodie, and then bust up in her house and got her and them kids out. The nigga be on it.
Right?
It'll be like Muddy. He'll be like, what the hell happened up in here?
Sit. But I think that's what she meant.
Okay. Yes, she
Yeah,
said
she
she
got
got
out.
out. But
I had,
kind of
I had to give me
in.
some line on that. I was still
Yes, I went
okay.
through it and had to make that call, but I still get calls and threats. Honey, when you talk, can I talk to you offline, Deja?
Just say
I, I,
say some online because it might be somebody else in here going through the same thing she's going through.
okay. Um, if you are someone who's going through that, and Deja, I'm so glad you did get out. But when you look at the national hotline information that I provided to you guys last week, it shows you the steps that you need to do to break away from this partner. And one of the steps that you have to do is cut off all ties that he or she may have to your communication. That means change your number. That means telling your friends and family not to give him your information. That means changing your passwords to things. That means if you're on social media, coming down off social media for a little bit, or changing your name up in social media, doing a whole different page. I know you guys hear me and you say, yes, I know, but keep repeating it in your head to each other and just keep going through that in your mind, because you need a plan and you need to execute it fully, because if they get an opportunity to get you back into their life, they will hurt you. And I don't mean that to scare you, but I mean it to wake you up and let you know that this is all a part of the plan, quote unquote, that they have. They get you in that sense of comfortability and ease where your guard is down and you think, oh, they've changed. Same leopard, different spots.
Hold on, what
We
Carolyn
got
said?
something from Carolyn Eats. Carolyn Eats say my mom went through domestic violence for years. Through 5 kids, now my older sister became an abuser to all her kids, with the cops constantly being called on her by her daughter. She also cut up our other sister's neck last summer with her neck. I meant with her nails. See what
Mm.
I'm talking about, guys? I mean, abuse can come any kind of way. It can come. Carolyn just said they went through it with their mom. And hey, Picky Dale, Mama Dale, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Carolyn Eats them seen it in their family, and then it trickled over to her sister. Now her sister is abusing her kids, and that's not nice. If you abuse your kids are going to grow up to be abusers. So, guys, this domestic violence it's way real. it's not just like I said, just women. Y'all, I'm sorry. I have a waist trainer on and it is killing me. I couldn't breathe, y'all. Good Jesus a move. But y'all, in a minute, they're gonna say, I can't with April. They always say April. Oh my God.
Because we can't. We really just cannot.
That thing was hurting.
We love you, though.
I'm hurting.
We love you.
Hearing the noise and be like, what's that noise? It's me. But yeah, Carolyn, it can trickle down to your kids, to your family, and everything. I also seen a comment from Bree. It says, I've been through this before. It is so dangerous to stay. I stayed for 6 years through mistreatment and verbal and emotional abuse by a man who began to show signs of physical abuse. I got out. That's great that you did get out, Bree, and you got out safe. But at the same time, Bree, don't. Somebody said, I don't know if it was us on one of our conference calls or somebody we was listening to. Somebody said, once you attract that type of person once, you'll always attract that type of person again. Always be careful, Bree, on who you are attracting to your circle. We got another comment. Yes, he even found my YouTube, but don't know if he is still actually watching. I even had an officer tell me that, ma'am, this man just stood here and lied to my face. And if he's not scared of me as I stand here, he's not scared. Wait a minute.
If he's not scared of the officer, he's definitely not scared of the consequences. So yes, you need to get out of the situation now.
Yeah.
Okay, Deja, baby, is Deja your real name? Does Deja
don't say it if it's
if Deja is your real name, you need to create a page that has nothing to do with your name, nothing to do with your kids. So that way he can't find you. You need to let your family, your friends, and everybody know. If they are going to come to your page, they don't need to let him know that you're coming, that they're coming to your page. Deja is a part of my name.
So change it.
You need to change that, baby.
Don't
put your name in it because that's how he's finding you.
Mm-hmm.
Make it Happy Lucky. No, don't make your page that, baby. I was just saying that. Don't make the page that. But
make it something that he would not associate to you.
With you, right, or your kids. Because you have to do the first step on protecting yourself. And protecting yourself, if you're going to be on social media, you need to change all them names. You need to make sure that name does not associate with you on nothing that you do for YouTube. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like the officer. If he's standing there and not scared of the officer, hell, he's not scared. I mean, heck, he's not scared to do anything to you or the kids. You got 2 boys. You need to make sure you keep you and them safe. If he knows where you live or he's gotten information on where you live, sorry, baby girl, you need to move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Change your number. Change your number.
Yeah.
Get a whole new phone.
Yeah. Did your family know about this? Because a lot of times what abusers do is they take you away from your family. So then a lot of people, family don't even know you're going through all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Do your family know, Deja?
They alert every family member.
Absolutely.
If your family don't know, Deja, this is the time you need to talk to them. And Deja, we're only telling you this, baby, because Foodie has had a friend who wanted closure, went to go talk to the guy, lost her life.
Yeah.
Bella's had a friend that went to a party, everything was fine, they all, cool. Get home, get in the car to go home, get in an argument, a big argument, get home, and she lost her friend. I have a restraining order in all, but look how many women do. And yes, my family.
Mm-hmm. A restraining order just means that if it happens and the cops see it, they can arrest him. But he can be at your property and the cops not see it. or by the time the cops get there, he's gone. There's ways around that. The only sure thing is to remove yourself from the situation as best you can. And I know, nobody's Rockefeller. Nobody has, tons and tons of money to be moving and do all that stuff. But you can certainly change your number. You can control your Facebook image and your social media image. You can take those things out.
And the first thing is change your name. You can't have your name associated with anything because that's how he's finding you. So you need to change your YouTube name, your Instagram, all your social media names. Make it something that he would never think of. And if he know where you live, baby, you need to start getting your stuff together to move. Because a restraining order to me is just something that you can have to prove in the court that he shouldn't have been around you. People don't look at restraining orders like they used to do back in the day. Oh my gosh, she got a restraining order. The cops are going to get. People are not scared of that anymore. Deja, baby, you got two wonderful, beautiful little boys. You got to make sure that they're safe. You need to get to a safe space, and you need to tell your family, look, y'all know the situation. Don't go telling my business. This is serious.
Oh, Lightbird, I'm sorry. If you need to talk to us, reach out to us. She said, I'm sorry, everyone in the chat, but this has really affected me to the point my eyes are welling up with tears. I will see you these later.
DM us on Instagram, Lightbright.
Please. And guys, even though we do this on Tuesdays, reach out to us. Feel free. We're always here 24 hours, 7 days a week. Reach out to us, either one of us or all three of us. safespaceoflove@gmail.com will come to all three of our emails. So one of us will get back to you as soon as possible. Because what I don't want to have happen is we wait until next Tuesday to identify something or to help someone that needs help right now. So if you need it, reach out to us. Even if you need it right now, email us, text us, hit us up on IG.
I'm gonna tell you something about us, guys. Me, Bella, and Foodie, we are working on Safe Space of Love every day. When we wake up in the morning, we're on resources. We're doing it. Guys, they're here. They can tell you. By 8 o'clock, we're on the phone with each other. Sometimes we sit on the phone for 5 hours, guys. That's how dedicated we are to this page and helping. We're sitting out there getting resources, doing whatever. If y'all need us, hit us up on, like she said, our Gmail, Instagram. If you feel like you need to physically talk to us, drop that in that email. We're going to call you.
We'll call you.
We're going to call. We're going to be right on top because we don't want to see anything happen to anybody.
No.
I know last night, Deja, you told me you wanted to DM me. If you got me on Instagram, you got my phone number because you can call me on Instagram. Whenever you're ready, Deja, you call me.
Absolutely.
And whatever we can do, myself, Bella, and Foodie, whatever we can do, we're going to be there to help. We're going to do what we can. I might not be in Richmond with you. Bella might not be in Richmond with you. But guess what? We got one of the squads that's in Richmond. Foodie squad.
That's right.
Foodie will reach out to us, and I'm speaking for me and Bella. If she says she need us, we on the road. Here we come. Bree said something. What did she say? I know.
My biggest concern is he knows my friends and family. He still contacts me periodically through Facebook. And even though I have him blocked, his girlfriend has also reached out. I feel like I have no one.
Go up to the next comment. She said something else. She says, I know I'm not safe. He still can contact me through Facebook. This guy I was with isn't afraid of the cops either. He knows I won't call if he comes to a place where he knows I hang out. Well, see, that's the thing, guys. Hey, Yomi, I'm so sorry, baby. Hey, how are you doing? That's the whole thing, Bree. That's what we're telling Deja. If you're not safe, you got to make that choice. The three of us are standing here. We're telling you, get help. We can give you the resources. But if you're not willing to do it or you don't do it, It's not on. It's not on us. You got to try, Bree. You gotta. I don't know what to tell you about your situation, Bree. It's kind of hard. He contacts me on Facebook. He still contacts periodically his girlfriend. How do they know your Facebook page name? How do they know how to contact you, Bree? Yomi,
Hi, Yomi.
Yeah,
are
they
you at work? Are you at work, Yomi? Are you at home?
every time they try to reach out, block them. Block them.
Yeah.
What's our motto?
Block.
Block.
Block
Block
them.
every
Welcome to the
time.
block party.
Yeah. Every time. Girlfriend included.
What? Baby, she would get 2 or 3 blocks. I would unblock, block again, unblock, block again. Like, oh, girl, please.
Hmm.
Well, that's good that you're moving.
Yeah, but Facebook has her full government name. Take it down.
Take it down. Facebook don't have to have your full. Facebook don't have my government.
Take
Showed
it
up.
I don't
down.
have my government name on Facebook.
I don't have my government name on nothing. Only thing y'all know is April. That is it. So Bree, it's the same thing that we told Deja.
Hmm.
You gotta change that, baby. And that's up to you, Bree, to change that. We can't do it for you. We're just giving you the resources.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad that you're moving,
Me
and I'm
too.
glad you have a plan. Excellent. Excellent. And there's guys, April just put in to the chat the National Domestic Violence Hotline. It can help you, it can help those you love. Please share it with anyone who you think may be going through this, or if you yourself are going through this, call the number. You can chat with an advocate on their website. Like I said, they can tell you how to clear your history so that no one knows that you reached out to them. They can walk you through the steps to do that, but they can help you with everything that you need to get a plan to get safe.
Yes.
I'm changing everything around anyways because I know his pattern. It wouldn't be long before he reaches out. Bree, sound like you got a stalker, baby. It don't sound like a stalker, abuser, or whatever you want to call him, but that's this the I don't know what to tell you. Do you and him still rock with the same people? I mean, what's going on? Because you know, when you're in a relationship for so long, his friends become your friends become his friends, your family get comfortable. Is that like the situation, Bree?
Oh, she didn't answer yet.
Yomi, what you been doing today? Are you at work or at home? Hey, y'all, be
Yeah,
careful too on Instagram because
Mhm.
Instagram is going through cloning people's pages. I got
Yeah,
cloned. So as soon as you see a page that you don't recognize, report and block.
So
exactly.
Bree says she don't talk to any of his family now that they out of the relationship.
Okay,
Well,
good.
that's good. I mean, if you need to file a restraining order, if he keeps popping up, do that. It does sound like he's more of just stalking you.
Hmm.
But you never know if that can escalate to something worse. So you gotta protect yourself. I'm like I said, I'm glad you're moving. Yomi says I'm dealing with the stalker. I'm not taking it as serious as I should. It's just irritating at the moment. We broke up about a month ago. Take it serious.
Yeah,
Take it serious. Because a lot of times with these stalkers, when their affections are not being returned or something else happens, like say you moving on to another relationship might be a trigger for that stalker, and that's when it'll escalate. like everything's fine because you're not dating nobody. But the minute that stalker sees you with another man, it could trigger something in them and it might escalate. So take it serious.
Yes, Yomi, please. Just, you can't play with stuff like this. When you see stuff or you feel stuff or whatever.
I had a stalker when I first got to college. He was in the Navy and he stalked me. Like seriously. I was at Norfolk State University and he stalked me. Like I was ready to just leave college. Of course I called my dad. My dad I don't know what my dad did. My dad did some super spy stuff all the way from California. But my dad tracked him down, tracked down his superior officers, reported this situation, got in contact with me, told me and my father, you don't ever got to even worry about him ever breathing in the same space you in. And I ain't heard from that man no more. Take it serious.
Absolutely.
I was 18. Now my freshman year in college. You know, I was ready to pack it up and go back home. I didn't know what was going on. But take it serious. Take it serious. Because I don't care who they are. And you would think because he in the Navy, he's all upstanding gentleman. No, you know, a lot of people got mental issues. So
absolutely,
you don't know what their triggers are. He would he knew what I wore. He would call my phone in the dorm, tell me what I got on, all kind of stuff. Where I was going to for the day. You look lovely in that red top with them blue jeans on and them sneakers going into the 7-Eleven today. I saw that you got you a big hot, like that. It was crazy. So
it's real crazy.
And I call my dad. I'm a daddy's girl to the heart. I don't care where my daddy was. So I call my dad. And like I said, I don't know how my daddy did it. My dad said, I'm about to make some few phone calls and I'm about to catch the next flight to Virginia. But my dad tracked down his superior officers. Even the superior officer contacted me, and the superior officer contacted me, like followed up with me to make sure I was okay. And thoroughly apologized to my father and contacted my father and said, you ain't got to ever worry about him, sir. He'll never be in the same space you in, let alone make a phone call.
Yeah, Deja, it's some crazy men and some crazy women.
Yeah.
And when you see the signs, when you see the first red flag, guys, don't wait for the second one. You don't need the second one. When you see the first one, kick rocks and be out.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. I know a lot of ladies feel like it's hard to be by yourself and not have a man. Girl, you can do whatever you want. I wish Foodie could play music right now so she can play Bob. Because, baby, Bob might not be able to kiss them thighs, but Bob can get that job done anytime you need it. Bob can be there. If you want it right now, Bob can be there. What? You're so retarded. I cannot with you, April. Go ahead, Melanie.
I'm with you right now.
Baby, you don't need no man. Bob can work it on out for you.
But it's really serious. These men and women, there's some crazy people out here, and you just
absolutely
have to be careful and protect yourself. And I'm gonna tell you, the way my grandma raised me, and my mom and my dad, look, I'll cut somebody off quick. The minute you look like you might do something crazy, it's a wrap. When I tell you I cut people off so quick at my old job, the running joke with me, this is what they would do. I came into work one day and they was like, Nicole, how you and let's say his name Daryl. That's not his name though, but let's say his name Daryl. Nicole, how you and Daryl doing? I said, I had to break up with him because he didn't act all retarded. So one of the dudes at my job said, well, what did this one do? Did he sneeze and didn't say bless you? No, I will end the relationship quick. They was like, yeah, they said, Nikki, I don't even know, because you cut them off quick. What this one do for real now? I said, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't getting into that because that's a whole nother story about why I broke up with him. But yeah, he had his stuff together. I had to cut him loose.
Absolutely, Carolyn. You have to be
Yeah.
careful with these men. And, if you're in a relationship with a woman, you got to be careful with some women too. You got to really vet now. Because in this information age, everything is within fingertips.
And introduce these people to your family. I know you say sometimes you don't want to bring people around your family, but I'm gonna tell you something about abusers. When they know you got a father figure in your life, I don't care if it's an uncle, I don't care if it's a cousin, they second guess where they gonna pull some mess.
Mm-hmm.
They only pull people, they only most of the time when they abuse somebody that they can separate from their family, that they can isolate away from their family. Somebody who they figure ain't gonna tell their family, or they scared them enough not to do it. Even when I was younger, you met somebody. If it wasn't my daddy, it was an uncle, a cousin, something. I don't care if it was a police officer. I know one time after the club, I went to the Waffle House because I always like cheese eggs after I've been drinking. Went to the Waffle House with dude, and I got to know the police officer there. So as soon as I walked in the Waffle House, I told her, he said, "Where Kevin at?" That's my cousin. I said, Kevin had a hot date, but I'm here with this new dude. I said, "This is the first time." He said, "I got you." He pulled up a chair, sat right there, and introduced himself. I'm not playing with these men. Don't. I sure did. Had the officer with the gun, everything. Sat right, it pulled up to the table. Dude looking like, don't play. Look, let these people meet your cousins and your uncles and stuff.
Don't play.
Don't hide your family. I had dates pick me up from my mother's house. You ain't coming to my house. You pick me up at my mom's house. I had one guy one time, he picked me up at my mom's house. Good old cookout going on. He didn't even know. He ended up meeting my uncle, my daddy, a couple of cousins, a brother. Yeah, you met all these men. I know he brought me home quick after that date. Don't try it.
Yeah. Yes, Pootie is a straight up gangster girl.
Gangster Nikki.
Whoa, some stuff Pootie be talking about. She thinks she a pimp out here in these streets with a man on crazy.
She's something like a pimp.
Baby, that is. She's something like a pimp right there.
That's something. After that little scare, I said, "Oh, I don't want to be something like a pimp no more. I can change my profession." That was too close.
Whoa, this girl is crazy.
That was too close.
But yeah, guys, y'all got to be careful out here.
Absolutely.
Let somebody know, and don't be just trying to go somewhere and don't nobody know where you at. Drop a link. Okay, y'all, I'm finna go this right here. Y'all, I'm 42. Nikki's birthday finna come up. Bella is, everybody know how old she is.
That's right.
But guys, if I'm finna get ready to go somewhere, I break it down to Nikki. Hey, I'm finna roll out here. Nikki don't know where I'm going because Nikki not from Alabama, but she got MapQuest. She can Google where I am. Let people know where you are. So if something don't go right, they can get to you.
They can get to you.
Call somebody.
Let them know. If you're going out on a date, let them know.
You can actually drop your coordinates on your phone to let people know where you are.
Where you are, yes.
Grab it.
I'm the researcher.
Safe Space of Love really needs you to reach out to them, Deja. I feel like we need to do some work and get you a little help. So I really need you to reach out to us, Deja, because and that's anybody in the chat now. Hold on, let me rephrase that. It's not just Deja. If anybody in this chat feels like they need to talk to us behind the scene, contact us behind the scene. Y'all, excuse my French, I shit you not. We all get that alert. I just got an alert already. When we end this live stream, guess what? All three of us gonna be seen, and we all three they were gonna call each other. Such and such. Okay, how we gonna reach out to this person? Well, we can hit them up on IG. Okay, which one of us? Okay, then you turn around. You got 3 IGs from all three of us. So we're here to help. What Bree say? My mom hates the guy I was with. My cousin didn't like him. He took me away from my family. Everyone met this man. My cosmetology department at the time met him and cut me off when I stayed.
Yeah, see, that's what they do. That's red flag number one. If they
Mm-hmm.
trying to remove you from your family, that's why your mom and your cousins ain't like, because they knew you don't
Mm-hmm.
be with nobody that's gonna take you from your family.
Exactly.
And
That
you, when you see that first red flag, when you saw that he didn't want you with your family, that was your time to escape. I understand that women stay. I understand you know, you feel some type of way. But guys, we, men or women, we have to protect ourselves. If we don't protect ourselves, who's gonna protect us? When you see
Exactly.
that first red flag, rocks.
don't ignore those red flags. I'm telling you.
Nope.
Red flag, ignoring red flags can cost you your life. Yes, Yomi, it's controlling. I had a friend that
Mm-hmm.
was in a very controlling relationship. When she took me up to his job, he worked at a diner. When he came in, he turned his back to me and started speaking to her. Then started talking to her in Spanish. Didn't want to introduce himself to me. He told me something. Why didn't you tell me you was here? Because I would have fixed you something a little bit more healthy. Da da da. She thought it was cute. She was like, "Oh, see, he just kept." I said, "No, he's controlling. Watch that."
Mm-hmm.
Two other friends went over to her apartment to meet the dude. He stayed upstairs. 2 hours they were there. He never came downstairs and introduced himself. Next
Red
thing I know, he beating on her and everything. We gotta hurry up and do an escape plan. I didn't get no sleep. I get off work because I work overnight. She met me in the parking lot at the job. So I take her to go get a restraining order. Of course, he on her cell phone service. So we get the phone cut off. So you know he acting stupid. She had to spend the night at my house. And of course, she went right back to him. And let me tell you another thing. Don't do this later, because don't go back. It's never gonna be a good situation. It's never gonna be a
No.
good situation. It's just not. Stay away. Those people don't care. And if you go back, it's gonna get worse. It's not like they're gonna stop because they never saw any type of treatment or any type of help. So they're still the same monster. I don't care what kind of sweet talk they give you. Yeah, it's a huge red flag, Chantel. It really is. Don't do that. They trying to keep you from your family, and then they all controlling. Because a lot of times, as women, we'll mistake um possessiveness with love.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
he loved me. No, he's being possessed.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that. Be clear on what's going on.
And don't let them maneuver you just because okay you're not used to fine things. Now they're over here buying you this and buying you that. Don't let them buy your love. Buy if you find someone that's doing that. 9 times out of 10, he got another red flag coming up. I ran to her. Oh wait, when my department chair, I think I read that one. Came in. Oh wait, no, I didn't. When my department chair came into the building and pulled me out of class, I told me to meet her in her office after I got out of class. I was like, "There, a problem." She said, "Bree, just come." I ran to her office when I got out of class. She said, "Then you're under domestic violence relationship. You know you need to get out." So your department manager seen that you were in a domestic violence relationship, Bree. Is that what you're saying? Because I'm lost. I'm sorry. You talked your way to a healthy relationship. Thank you so much for coming. I seen your comment. When we finish, I will go out and check your page out and make us family.
Yes.
I know this was your first time here. Thank you so much. You see, guys, we have people that's in the bushes that's not down here in this chat talking to us, but they're listening. So that's why it's so important for you us to talk regardless if we had a guest or not. Domestic violence is real, guys. I mean, the things that go on in domestic violence, you got to look at the red flags, and if you see something, you got it's hard and it's scary, but you got to, when you see that red flag, try to make preparations for you to get out. So Bree ain't texting back, so I don't.
Oh, she did. She
Okay.
said, yes, she got out. She said her department chair saw the signs before she did. She said, I was so busy being in love that I didn't recognize it. And that happens a lot. That's what I was saying. sometimes as women we'll confuse possessiveness with love.
Mm-hmm.
But an outside person looking in can see. And I was trying to tell my friend, I said, that's not love. He's controlling, he's being possessive. That's gonna escalate. Watch it.
Yeah.
And it ended up doing that. It escalated.
So we just gotta watch the signs. If you see the signs, get out. But like I said, Asia TV, we really need to talk to you. Yomi, you say yours is not that serious, but I still need you to reach out to Safe Space of Love. We can get some research for you, although you feel like, because you feel like the stalking is not that serious now, that's in your mind. You don't know what he got going on in his mind.
Yeah, Yomi, baby, don't play with that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play with it. I'm telling you, take it serious, because you don't know what can trigger him. Like I said, he might be okay now, but the minute he sees you with another man, that could trigger him to go to the next level with it. You don't know.
You really don't. Then you say he's looking at your social media stuff. So if he see you flirting with a guy or whatever, Yomi said just shared you out to one of my messengers group. Oh, thank you, Yomi. Thank you so much. That was very sweet. But Yomi, although you're being sweet, I need you to start taking this serious, baby girl, because we love you and we don't want nothing to happen to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You need to start making some preparations too. And once again, guys, if y'all need anything, we don't have names, we don't have titles, we are just a strictly safe space of love. But when I say Bella is so good at pulling up resources, Bella is in a sorority, and so many of her sorors are in so many different things. And when I say, when she reach out to these ladies, they are so willing to help us. So that's why we're stressing, guys. If you need something, we got you.
Absolutely.
We don't have money, but trust and believe, we're gonna get through some type of help. And what's so funny about the people that Bella deal with, they are so willing to help. They're offering free service.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bree reached out to the person that Bella got her, but there is free service.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing our part. We're here giving y'all all the information that we can. But it's upon you guys to reach out to us so we can go deeper into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's there whenever you need it, because I do understand, and I'm sensitive to the fact that not everybody is ready to make that first step, because it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's a lot of fear in that, of the unknown, of what if, or what can happen, or how will I go on without this person, because you're so tied to that person. But once you do it, you'll see how free you truly are.
Mm-hmm.
And like they say in the airplane, you got to put that mask on first. You got to breathe, babies.
Mm-hmm.
You got to breathe before you're able to do anything for your babies, for anybody. You got to. My good friend would have been 40 years old next year. She would have celebrated her 40th birthday next year. And she wanted to go to Barbados. So, God willing, because you know what we're dealing with right now, we all want to go as a tribute to her. But it's not the same, because she's not there. So I don't want anyone to say this about you guys, as I'm saying about my friend, because I wish she would have told me. She has a huge family that would have put foot to behind, but she was too afraid, because she thought, what if, they, think badly of me because I do this. I said something. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Yeah. And
Because what's really scary is if you stay. Because
yeah,
you're nobody's punching bag. You are no one's outlet for verbal abuse.
exactly. And if you leave, stay. That's what happened to my friend. My friend got out, was in a whole nother relationship, and her abuser convinced her to meet him so they could for closure, so they could talk and have some closure. And he strangled her to death. I don't care what they say. I don't care how calm they are. You get out, stay out. Do not go back. Do not go back.
You don't need closure. Your closure is being out.
Yes,
That's
you
right.
find closure within yourself.
That's right.
You can find closure within yourself.
That's
He don't.
right.
He could have found closure within himself, but
And just moved on
he convinced her
without you.
to meet him at his cousin's house so they could talk for closure.
No.
This is a man who had broke her ribs before, broke a jaw. I mean, beat her. Like the abuse went on for so long. I think the last thing that happened was her jaw. And then she left and she was dating another guy when he killed her. But he convinced her one weekend to meet him at his cousin's house for closure. Now they had been broke up well over a month. It might have been a month and a half or 2 months, but still. And he killed her.
Exactly. You know that story where, the snake is trying to convince you that they won't bite you. And then as soon as you let your guard down, they bite you. And it's, well, why did you bite me? I'm a snake. That's what I do. Think of the abuser as that snake. That's what they do. They have ingrained themselves and initiated themselves into your life in such a way that you think that any deviance from that is a change. But at their core, they're still that same snake. So they may tell you they're changed. They may even go to a counseling session or 2 or 3. No, sweetheart. At that core, it's still that snake.
It's still that snake.
And all they need for you to do is rest in your laurels enough so that when they feel like they want to attack, they will. And next time it may not be just a, eye or, something like that. They could strangle you to death. They could shoot you. They could stab you.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying and understand that your life is your own. You have control of that. Don't let anybody take control of that.
Yep.
Don't let them isolate you from the ones you love. Don't let them keep you from enjoying your friends and your family because they want to spend all their time with you.
Bree, baby, I don't know what to say to you because you just need to leave that guy alone. Don't even associate. I mean, if he pulled a gun on you, baby, you could be dead.
Yeah.
2016 and this is 2020. Nah, baby girl.
She took control and got out. But if you still contacting him, if he still block him all the way.
Yeah.
Change your phone numbers. Take your government name off your Facebook page. You can make your Facebook page private.
Exactly.
You can make your Facebook page private. You can make your Instagram private.
Mm-hmm.
Hey G, thanks for coming, babe. You right on time.
Yeah.
You ain't never late.
Thank you for coming, baby.
Nikki Antoinette said, my mom used to tell me to know your worth. I finally figured it out. Yeah, know your worth. My grandma used
Mm-hmm.
to tell me that all the time.
That's right.
I dated a guy, y'all. Man, this man never even raised his voice to me. So evidently, years later, he was dating someone that he abused, like beat badly. It wasn't until I was working and I realized one of my friends knew him because she was friends with the girl he abused. I said, for real? I said he abused her. Like when I tell you I was so surprised, this is what I'm saying. You never really know people. You got to be careful. You got to watch these men. I will say I don't think he ever played those games with me because I made sure he knew my family. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was family situations. I'm talking about family reunions. I grew up with his family. He knew my family. It was too many people involved to even try to play them type of games. Is the best I can figure. And that's why I say, let these men meet your uncles, cousins, father, whatever. Let them meet the men in your life.
Hell, I don't care if it's a next door neighbor that you close.
Yeah. If it's a next door to a neighbor, let them meet it. Because I really think that's probably what kept him from ever abusing me. Because when I tell you he never lifted a finger to me, he never even raised his voice. I was probably more mean to him. To be honest, my mom used to tell him, "You do anything she tell you to do. You jump off a damn bridge, you gonna jump right there, ain't you?" Because my mama ain't like a man who ain't had no backbone. She couldn't stand a guy who would do just anything I said and didn't tell me no. She already spoiled. What y'all men get on my nerves. My mom used to get in him. So that's what I'm saying. He never did any of that. So I was really surprised to find out years later that he did this young lady like that. I'm talking about broke a tooth. I mean, all kind of stuff. I heard some stories. I said, what? So that's why I say, let these meet. You might not have your dad in your life, but you got a brother, uncle, cousin, some type of a friend, some type of male figure in your life. Let them meet. Shoot, let them meet your mom and your female cousins just as crazy. I got female cousins that are jumpy. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I don't care. The female cousins fight too. Let them know. Let them know. We crazy. Don't do us. Don't do this over here. So that's why I said don't let these men pull you away from your family.
Absolutely.
Or the woman pull you away from your family.
Mm-hmm.
Your
That's
friends.
the first red flag, guys.
That's the first red flag.
Isolation.
And if you're in it now, let me find it back. If you're in it now, you just have to get yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
Try your best. Make plans. Sit down. I mean, I'm married. Foodie's married. Bella's not married. But we have plans. If this pop off, we can go here. If this happens, we can go there. My kids know. If something pop off, my kids know exactly what to do. I told my daughter, look, you always got to take care of your brother. Now he's bigger than her. So, and he's the baby. I'm like, look, you got to take care of your sister. If something going on, you just pick her up and take her on out and y'all go on and do what you got to do. If it's a situation where mama's in danger, don't you worry about mama. You go save yourself and your sister. G Free said, I have a friend that threatens her husband with her sister if he even looks at her wrong. See, that's what I'm talking about. Have somebody in your family.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have my cousin. Well, I used to have my nephew. He's younger than me. He's gone now, rest his soul. Today, actually, it's the anniversary of when he passed. But he used to tell people if I was dating somebody, it don't matter if he was in Virginia because he was an army brat. Don't matter if he was in Virginia or where. If I said I'm dating somebody, he said, okay, you know what, auntie? All right, I'm going to let you go. 3 days later, ding dong. Who at my house? Because I don't answer my door. If you don't call and let me know, I'm not answering the door. I opened the door. There, I had just had my daughter. I open the door. There he go. What you hear? Oh, we got to see this. What way yet? What you mean where yet? Y'all, I have been married for 6 years. Where Unc at? We got to make sure everything's straight. We ain't heard from you. Boy, what you gonna do? I'm older than you. How you trying to protect me? But when they walked up in my house, even Terrence was like, what the hell is going on? We had to come make sure everything was okay. We ain't heard from Auntie.
See?
That's what you got to have. People that's like there, that's ride for you. He was actually living in Virginia. And he drove just to come down and make sure me and my daughter was okay.
That's what I'm telling you. Let your family know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Deja.
Yeah.
But guys, we love you guys.
Yeah.
Are getting ready to sign off. But guys, I just looked up Vern's junk closet is live right now. Can I just dropped her link? Can everybody head over there? It's called Drop Your Link. So it's where you get your link dropped, right, Bella?
Mm-hmm. Two-minute video, 2 minute or less. So you have to have a short video, and the mods, I'm a mod in that that channel. We will find a 2-minute video for you, and we will add it and drop your link and get you some family members.
So guys,
head over there.
Grab you some family members. We thank you guys so much. Next week I don't know the title yet. We haven't got it. I'm so sorry, but it's about ADHD.
Mental illness.
Right. That's what we're going to call it. Mental illness. Angel Army is actually our guest. He's in the live right now. Angel, we will be so happy to see you next week on the panel. So guys, we are signing off. I want you guys to grab that link. Head on over there to Vern's Junk Closet. So you can get that link grabbed. We love you guys.
We're going to Vern's Junk Closet. We're going to say safe space of love at least 3 times. At least 3 times in there. So we get the credit and she knows that we came over there, and we're going to head over there ourselves as well. Okay. Safe space of love at least 3 times.
Yes. Thank y'all so much for coming. Have a good night. See y'all over there.
Bye.
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 Bye.